Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. On first down, Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now Brady. Wide open receiver, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. Gordon, of course, picked up in a trade from the Browns back on September 18th, and he really should help a Patriot offense that has some question marks at wide receiver.
Yeah, you're banking on a lot of potential here with Josh Gordon because if you get the total package, if you get the size, the speed, the catch radius, the ability to play the ball in the air, he has everything. Could be one of the top 3 or 4 receivers in the NFL when he's on top of his game, and they need him to be that. Remember, they traded Brand.
Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down, Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quick.
All the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, 34 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the... I know that that's not what they wanted, but with all the injuries, is that okay?
It would be if you didn't think you were going to the Super Bowl. You know, if you didn't think you had a chance at that, and they did going into the season. But when you lose your starting safeties in Ricardo Allen and Keanu Neal, your middle linebacker, Deion Jones, for a long stretch of time, you end up starting 1-4. Then in the second half of the season, you have a 5-game losing streak. 7-9 is actually better than I thought that they were finishing because of those 2 long losing streaks.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense? You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
On the handoff, it's Michel. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he'll set up the bubble screen to Edelman here. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the 1st quarter. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, and the Patriots add on to their lead. Still 1st quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
21.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
22.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And his throw here is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Brady.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
yeah,
no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
On 3rd down, Brady. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Vic Beasley with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Ryan Allen now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Fielded at the 43. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught on the right side by Jones. 12 yards there as they move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. He's airing it out for Sanu. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu, 34 yards. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And his kick is good. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Now it's Ryan. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A gain of 32 that time.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Here's Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Play action. It's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones from 6 yards away. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And now out come the Patriots. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Wait 20! Wait 20! Go!
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. This is White on the screen. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this 3rd down play takes place, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Wait 20! Wait 20!
To throw on 3rd down. Brady. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Stop! Regular! One play at a time now! 4 in! Hey, ball 66! Stop!
They do go for it. It's Brady. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They go play action with Ryan. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 20.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Blue 20! White 20! Watch the run, watch the run.
Throwing on first down is Brady. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
White 20! Green 80! Gold 50! White 10!
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Left side, it's Dorsett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Brady to throw. And a dump off to White. Give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. To throw is Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Into the red zone, it's Brady. His throw caught. What about the 5? And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett from 19 yards away. And the Patriots have moved out in front. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. He's airing it out for Sanu. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game. And I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Now Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Devin McCourty picks it off. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Like 20. Boston 29. Alpha. 942. 942. Right down. There you go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, now he bowls him over. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
To throw on 2nd down. Brady. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
But that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. And even 40 yards. From midfield now, here's Ryan. He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Goes underneath here to White. He's got room to run past the 20 as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Hey, Alabama. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Wait 20.
Now a play fake. Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. He cuts right. And now off to the races. Down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 60 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hardy. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Justin Hardy, 77 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. People will kiss it on the ground.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give. This is Michelle. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition. Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful. Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Hey, let's go. 20.
Back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always. Hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Like 20.
Brady going to throw here. And they will finally get him to the ground as he's forced to tuck it and take the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Like 20. Like 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
They were my business on the front page. Headlines. I threw prescription in Dior frames. Sunshine. I had the vision back in 12th grade. Lunchtime. That I'd be killing with Dr. Dre. I never wanted to ever be over. I'm out of Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my chicky, check out my now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know you're short a few. Oh, don't make me have to lose it. No, hold up, pull my out the jaw, come on. Ooh, savage, that's a nice get up. International, rockin' Japanese denim. Enough gas to get you above average. How many more do I have to from my enemies? They bringing my old ways back in my day. Where they had your whole face smacked. Look at you, wonder why hate rap. Ooh, what make you wanna go and say it?